That was pretty good. She looked, but she didn't really react too much. A little less inclined to go forward. Actually trying to take me to the cows. Today I'm working with Gypsy, and I put out a couple videos of her where I'm in the saddle working on getting her to kind of relax in the saddle and just walk easy. She'd been shown a lot. She wants to go into her show gaits. And we want to get her to just kind of calm down and only go forward when we ask her to go forward. And Paso Finos tend to be kind of a forward horse to begin with. So we want to see if we can just kind of get her to relax a little bit. What I've done with her so far is pretty much just ask her to walk. When she gets faster, I'd slow her down. Not asking for a whole lot, just giving her a chance to relax. And she's made a lot of progress there, not just in the saddle, but also with being out or being in the stall. Just in general, she seems just more comfortable in her skin, like she's more trusting of us, more trusting of just the environment around her, the other horses. She just settled down a lot in general. So now what I want to do, I want to start on giving her a little bit of another career. When she goes home, she's actually going to be asked to move some cows around. The owner has some cows, and they're not going to work cows real hard, but they move them around a little bit, be around cows, and I'm working her towards ranch horse, just like a lot of the other horses that come in. In South America, for instance, this is what they work cows on a lot. So it's, even though we consider it kind of unusual, in South America, where Paso Finos come from, it's really not that unusual. So I want to kind of expose her to this lariat to start with, let her see it. I don't want to lunge her. If I can help it, she's going to have some experiences from being worked in the round pen before that's going to cause some worry, and I'm trying to not bring those experiences out. So what I would like to do is keep her just on this lead line and just kind of get her used to a rope swinging around her. And just touching her in gentle, and see how she's startling with it. Get her over that. Let her understand that it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to hurt anything. And that she wants to stay calm and relaxed. All this desensitizing, I guess is the best way to call it, that's what a lot of people call it, it has a purpose. It's not just a matter of desensitizing for the sake of it. It actually has a purpose, and that's what I'm working here. This kind of stuff has been taken to an extreme for other purposes. I'd like to be able to throw a rope on her, swing a rope, move some cows, turn her around and work the other side a little bit. Not really a left-handed rope, but I want to kind of handle it as far as she's concerned like it is. The horses that you see in these videos are all horses that have been sent to me for training. If you want to talk to me about sending your horse for training, you can message me at rideslide@hotmail.com and we'll talk about it. Get my left-handed swing down. A little bit more worried over here. It's funny because I am left-handed, but when I went to take some roping lessons, he didn't have a left-handed rope. I didn't have a left-handed rope. So we worked right-handed. And I'm not good at it to begin with. And I'm more used to doing it right-handed. A lot of things come to me that way. I wanted to learn how to play polo. And before I took some lessons, I borrowed a mallet and ball, just try to get used to just the swing and just handling on the horse, make sure my horse was okay with it. And ended up, I never could get my aim down very good to hit the ball with my right hand because I was just used to doing everything left-handed. So that never really materialized. I've tried a lot of things on horseback. And a lot of things I really enjoyed. Didn't really stick with it because you can only go so many different directions and do so many things. Really enjoyed cowboy mounted shooting. For a personal occupation, something to do, that's probably something I would have stuck with. I'll put the bridle on her, let's attach some reins. This is the bit that I have mostly been riding her in. I've swapped around a little bit, but I keep going back to this bit. This bit really seems to be what she does the best in. I talked about this bit in her first video. I felt like this was going to be really suitable for her, and it turned out that it was. Leave my halter right there. Rope right there. Go over here and grab my mounting block, bring it out here in the middle by that halter, and then I'll step on, and we'll see what happens. I just kind of flopped the rope around her a minute ago. You watched that, just to make sure there wasn't any really big reactions. If there was, I would have, or if there had been, if there had been big reactions, I would have stayed doing that longer. But she looked at it, didn't seem too overly concerned, so I'll move on, see how it goes. Oh, easy, easy. There you go, good girl. There's this rope situated on my leg. Just gonna sit here a little bit. I've been spending a lot of time standing. She really relaxes when she's standing. Bring her energy up a little bit. And then ask her to stand. I've had a couple people ask how I'm getting her to move out into a court toe. I'm pretty much just kind of squeezing it with my legs and riding forward. Not really doing anything too special. Ask her to back up a little bit. Do a few different things. I've spent some time working on her neck rein. Spent some time working on her neck rein, and she actually has a pretty good neck rein when she's relaxed and listening to me. I know you can move softer than that. Go out forward again. There you go. I don't like that she's kind of pushing her head forward like she's trying to get a little bit of slack on the reins. But when she kind of chills out and relaxes, that softens and goes away. So that's not something I'm spending a whole lot of time working on. I've also been riding her out some. And she gets nervous out. Doesn't relax as good. It's something she's got to spend more time doing. It's kind of like a strong half halt right there when she wants to go faster. I've given her plenty time to relax. So it's just almost like a little bit of a scolding when she gets going fast. So it's just a little bit stronger than just gently slowing her down. Put a little bit of leg contact on her. She wanted to speed up. That needs to get better. She needs to slow down with leg contact. There we go. All right, let's ask her to stop. I'll stand here a minute. If I get in the bind, I'll just throw this rope down. Trying to keep my hand still. It's holding the reins and the coils, just so there's not movement that she would misinterpret to mean something. That will need to get where I can move that hand all around. There, she just took a big breath. I will get where that hand needs to move all around and she stands still. But for right now, just want to keep it still. Show it to her. I felt her kind of flinch up a little bit a couple times. Nothing big. Taking that step, that's a little bit worried. Normally when she stops and stands, she stands good. There we go. Very sensible horse. Swinging it hard enough to make a little bit of noise. Take a look around. That's the kind of things I look for that kind of tells me how hard to go, how confident she is. She looks around like that. She's kind of looking for an out. So I might go a little bit easier. That tells me how much pressure she can handle, because you always want to stop the pressure before you reach the point that they want to escape. So when I'm swinging the rope around and I see her start to look, I know she's getting worried. She's looking for that escape. That means I've just about reached the level of what she can handle. Let's see about calling this back up. You see, I'm keeping it close to me. Not getting out doing anything too extreme. As she gets more comfortable, then I'll get more reckless with it. But I want to build her confidence to it. So now, she stood and took all that. Let's walk a couple circles. See how when she walked off to the left, that's where her escape was going to be when she was worried about the rope, was to the left. She looked to the left. That was her escape. And when we walked off, that's where she walked off. I didn't really ask for that. Get back to the pulling kind of hard. It's going to take a little bit of coordination to swing the rope while I'm moving forward and go around with this hand and slow her down with the left hand. Not a big deal though. She's not making me slow her down near as often. Let's go through the middle. Walk some right circles. No. Easy. Pull on her kind of hard, fuss at her a little bit, and let's go back forward again. She knows what I'm asking for. I've done this enough that she knows, and just got on her and started working. After I work her a few minutes, it gets a lot better. But I want her to walk off nice and easy right from the beginning. So I'm going to keep asking for it to keep getting better. There we go. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Some of this, it's physical, getting her to slow down, but a lot of this is just a mind game. She wants to go forward, I'm gonna slow down. She wants to go forward, I'll back up. I'll steer left a little bit. I'll steer right a little bit. Get something in her head besides go forward. That's the purpose of the working the rope. The owner specifically asked me to work the rope, but it actually fits in really well with what she needs to learn. You notice I'm doing a lot of things different with her than what I do with most other horses. That's one of the things that changing with her because of the breed. She walked right through that wet spot. I thought she'd walk around it, but she didn't. Let's go forward again. Go forward again. One of the things I noticed in the first video I did of her was anytime I get close to the wall, she gets more nervous. Especially when the wall's on her left. I think that's probably something to do with the training that she had. So you're not wanting to stand facing that left wall. And stop here. That knee, I'd like for that to get better, but for her new career, she's not going to show. So it's not essential that that get trained out, but that's definitely something that the owner needs to be aware of. Go forward some more. Go forward some more. You have to be careful doing this particular thing where I'm actually stopping. A lot of horses will learn to go faster so that they get to stop. That's why you didn't see me doing this in the beginning. I wanted to get the idea through to her. See, back on this wall over here. Don't really know what it is about over here. We're going to stand here a minute. Hell, I got her still. A lot of horses will learn to go faster so that they get to stand. Let's go forward again. Stop. Go forward again. Stop. There we go. So another thing that you've seen me do a lot of, to help horses rate their speed is track cows. I'm going to do that here in just a minute with her, and we're going to see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to step down. Take this rope and put it down. That wasn't bad for a first time with the rope. I'll do more of that. I'm gonna set the rope down over here. I'm gonna move that halter. Now I'll probably leave the halter right there. And I'm gonna chain this gate. The gate's right there by the camera. I wanna chain that shut so that if the cows bump the gate, it don't bounce back open. So I got 4 calves. That's the same 4 that I usually work. They're out here. I'm gonna walk out here and lead her and push the cows back in here, and we'll see how she acts. Just like I worked the rope a little bit from the ground to see what she did, see if there was any big reactions. Basically the same thing I'm doing here with the cows. Just follow them on foot, see if there's any big reactions. I know there's not gonna be, because I have led her through this pen with the cows to get her in and out from out here. So I don't think there will, but we'll make sure. So there's no big reactions when the cows jumped around, which I didn't think there would be. I'd led her through this pen when the cows were loose before. So let's just walk behind them just a little bit. Cows should just make a circle and come right back to that gate they just came in. That's what they usually do. We will see. That was pretty good. She looked, but she didn't really react too much. Take her step, get on. So basically, starting a cow on horses like this, I have 2 rules. One rule is the horse don't bite the cow. Second rule is I control speed and direction. Everything after that we'll build on, but that's the first 2 rules we start with, and we always stick with those 2 rules. All the way through training of a cow horse. She really don't seem any more nervous than she was before I brought the cows out here. Ask her to walk forward. A little less inclined to go forward. Actually trying to take me to the cows. Cow spooked at the mud. I'll let her court toe some, tracking these cows because we want to get a little forward, but I'm not going to let her get too short-strided. We need to keep going forward. That's not too bad right there. Back up a little bit. No, back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. She was kind of blocking me out, not really listening to me. So let's go again. Cows just went in that corner and got a drink of water. This is generally kind of helping her to go forward a little more, which is not really, can't get short strided, not really want for your show gaits. They want a pretty short strided show gait. But it's helping her to travel forward a little better. Now see how she's shortening that stride again? That's closer to the cow than we've been before. Time she gets in that real short stride, it's not sure it's really a Fino, but it's real close to it. And what I'm feeling there, she's getting stiff doing it. Right there, that's that short stride. I let her go in a little longer, hoping she'd go ahead and go forward to the cows a little better. She really didn't. And there we go, that was better. Kind of funny, I think her really quick steps are helping to keep the cows they're helping to keep the cows moving. A lot of these quarter horses that are not real cowy, that don't have a lot of expression to make the cow move, they kind of walk to them real gently, like, will you be my friend? She's not pinning her ears or really giving them any expression, but the cows don't know what to think of that quick leg movement. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Not too bad. Wonder if we can open this gate. Let me go up, open this gate. Easy. Easy. There we go. It's gonna be hard because I gotta lift a little bit. It's not really a gate, it's a panel. So she'll move her shoulders. There we go. Good girl. I want to make sure she don't try to go through it. Good girl. That was actually pretty good. She just kind of gets, all she's got to do is get this walk down where she just walks and doesn't keep going off into that trot. That gate's not open very much. They're gonna have a hard time seeing it. Have to get them over in that corner and give them a chance to look for it. There we go. I think that black cow found it. She gets to where she just walks. It's all gonna come together. All right, let's go shut the gate. And she's had a lot of training, really teaching her to not walk. So it's going to take a little bit to get it fixed, get it undone. Let's go up there. There you go. Good girl. It's going to take a little bit to fix that. See if we can side pass. Not exactly a side pass, but we did get closer. Let's go back forward again. I doubt that this kind of stuff has ever been asked of her. There we go. Good girl. We can walk out here to the center. It's kind of like a reining horse. A lot of reining trainers, especially the older type reining trainers, don't trot their horses very much. They really just assume their horse not know that they can trot, because the whole pattern is at a lope. And anytime you trot, there's a penalty. So a lot of the older reining trainers never trot their horse. And I would guess that when she was in training to show, they never walked her much. So she never really developed that walk. So that's what we're doing now. And that was a pretty successful ride. That's the first time I've thrown a rope or turned a rope, swung a rope off of her. First time we pushed cows around. I think that was pretty successful first ride. So this is Gypsy. I'll put a link somewhere here to her playlist on YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching.